Hey all, J-Town here. Red Mark Tower has a legendary problem. What I mean by that is I released a video a while back talking about how you need shield removing ability for these towers. You absolutely do. It's 100% required, especially in the later towers where you just cannot muscle through the shields. You got to be able to get rid of them. Strip them, ignore them, bypass them, something. You got to get rid of those shields. Red Mark only allows you to do that with legendaries, and almost all of them, if not all of them, require exclusives to do so. Just for example, let's roll through the other towers and see what their options are for removal. In the blue mark, you got an epic Norma, her A1. Now, it's a random buff, but it is a buff. And when you're fighting that boss in the towers, there's not many buffs to remove. So, definitely an option there. Green Mark has a few legendary options, but they freaking gave us an option with Kale, an epic. Handed him to you, doesn't need exclusives to do it. On his A2, right away, straight there. Force Mark has a lot of legendaries that can do it. They don't mention Gunner here. He does not need an exclusive to do it. Allahan does not need an exclusive to do it. But you even have the option of an Elite. But I would only ever use him for this purpose if you have none of the others, but can remove layers of buffs. So as you can see, there are very easily obtainable epic options in all three other towers. But red is altogether different. You've got Brynhild, who's a mythic. Ruin only steals buffs, so that wouldn't work against that boss in the tower because it cannot be stolen. It states it on its tooltip. Thanatos is a legendary. Carrot is a legendary, and it's who I would want to get because he doesn't require an exclusive to do it. Agatha, unobtainable except for Mega Krakens. And then Timmy, who I'd like to get, but I haven't, but still needs one exclusive to do it. And then even if you take that off, looking for some other kind of hero that can remove a buff somehow, you look through all the reds. I've checked all their kits. There is no one that can remove a buff that isn't legendary. I have a Horus, but I'm not about to invest to get to exclusive 3 unless I get insanely lucky pulling more of him to get that shield removing. That's just excessive. So I don't expect him to just give us one like Kale, because that was a blessing in disguise. The fact that I have to get lucky on certain legendaries and get their exclusives unless I'm getting carried, or be forced to choose Brynhild as my next mythic for that shield removing ability. Unfortunately for Red Tower, it's going to be people completing it are only going to be the ones who are lucky enough to get that or have committed to Brynhild to get rid of that shield removal, because it is required 100%. Other easily obtainable options for the other towers. But yeah, if I was going to add one thing into the game, any new hero, it would be an epic Red Mark shield stripper. Yeah, like my friend Ivy says, everybody needs a stripper in their life. I'll see you in game.